What's up, guys? It's Dakota from S&D Entertainment, and this is a review of the Invocations, the cycle of expedition, or what were they called in Kaladesh? No, I can't believe I forgot. But anyway, we're not gonna waste any time. We're just gonna get right into it. These are the new, basically the Chase Lottery cards in the new set for Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation. I believe there's 20 cards, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 so far that will come out in Amonkhet. And we're just going to kind of go over some of the, I think probably the big ones. Like you have Stifle here, you have Austere Command, and down below you have Cryptic Command hiding somewhere. Where is it? Because I know it was spoiled. Here, Cryptic Command. You have Pact of Negation, Counterbalance, Counterspell, Consecrated Sphinx, Maelstrom Pulse, Wrath of God, Worship, Chain Lightning, Even Mind Sensor, Mind Twist, Force of Will, Vindicate, Dark Ritual, Loyal Retainers, Diabolic Intent, Entomb, Aggravated Assault, Austere Command, Daze, I believe, see, I don't know, I want to say it's Attrition, but I could be wrong. Some of these cards are really hard to read. Stifle, Spell Pierce, Divert, and Containment Priest. Those are the 25 cards we're going to be getting in Amonkhet for our version of Expeditions or Inventions in this set. The Invocations. All the art, I'm guessing, really relies on like the gods and everything, where we still don't know the names of them yet, but you kind of see that they're featured. I don't know if I went, but there's Dark Ritual. I feel like I skipped that one. So, what do I think about these? I think they look really cool. I just wish they would have chose a little bit better of a font for it, because some of them you can't hardly tell because the whole like text box is taken up with hieroglyphics or the glyph like writing, until like you get to the actual card name, but like the name of it doesn't start at the beginning. You know, it's like Force of Will is at the end, Mind Twist is like right in the kind of in the middle, Daze is kind of hidden with all of these, Austere Command takes up the whole entire text line, Aggravated Assault, same thing. While I think some of these are, you know, like it's kind of poor design choice in terms of the actual text and everything, I think they look pretty freaking sweet. Like the art's amazing, the foiling on them. There was a video on Twitter and Facebook going around of the Cryptic Command foiling for it, and it looked so cool. There's a ton of people saying that they won't play with them just because of that they look ugly. Me personally, if I open one, I'm probably keeping it rather than trading it, just because the art on these looks so cool. I need the Pact of Negations for modern. Counterspell just looks freaking sweet. Consecrated Sphinx, I mean, there's just a lot of like good like modern or like legacy cards in here, like Counterbalance, Counterspell. You also have Cryptic Command, like modern. Vindicate, probably more like a vintage card. Dark Ritual is for your like Storm decks. Force of Will, the 4 of in just about any deck that can play it or get its hands on it. Daze, Austere Command, and Aggravated Assault, I think, are more like commander cards. Entomb, that's legacy for sure. Diabolic Intent, I know that's commander. Containment Priest, commander. Just so many good cards. Great art. I love the design. I love how they look. I know to a lot of people that's like an unpopular comment or opinion of them, because they, again, like, other than the actual text on them and everything, like the text line, like Creature Sphinx, Instant, you know, you can hardly read them, but at the same time they just look super cool, and they would definitely stand out in about any deck that you put them in. And honestly, I'm going to be all over these. I'm going to definitely be looking for the last thing we needed was another Force of Will chase card like we did in Eternal Masters, but the card I'm most excited for out of all these Invocations is probably the Pact of Negation, just because I actually have a modern deck that plays it, and I at least want one, If I get one, it's definitely going in the sideboard and everything. Just I'm gonna find a way to actually play it, or just trade it so I can get more, just other stuff. But really, that's what I'm excited for, and we're just gonna kind of go over these the invocations and stuff. Now that we're through that, we have the basic land cycle. We got that a while ago, having the bolus horns and all of the art, and getting full arts back. Looks super cool. I definitely like the forest and the mountain art. The swamp, I think, could have been done a little bit better, but I mean, nonetheless, like, all of them look super great, and I can't wait to see like foils of these lands, because I think they're going to be pretty expensive a few years down the line after Amonkhet rotates from standard and we're in like some weird plane and all the planeswalkers start fusing and then we turn warp into a Yu-Gi-Oh game. But anyway, enough of that. Some cards that have been spoiled from the past few days, like we got a glimpse of the embalm mechanic in Amonkhet, which you can. It's basically flashback for creatures where it'll put a token on the battlefield. It's a copy of the creature. It has the same ability, or true in this case for True Art Duelist, it can block an additional creature each combat. It's a 2/2 human warrior. It's just a token and obviously different art. The oldest spoiler that we got was the basically the Wrath Dusk at Dawn, where Dusk destroys all creatures power 3 or greater, and then Aftermath you cast a spell from your graveyard and you return all creatures 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. I think there's other foreign cards I looked, like this guy here is a 2-mana 2/2 that when he dies each opponent discards a card. Oracle's Vault, Archfiend of, it looks like Ifnir. I could be saying that wrong, but again, really powerful cards. Exile the top card of your library, you can play it and you put a counter on it, and then eventually you can just tap it and reveal the top card of your library and play it without paying its mana cost. Definitely will be a card I think abused in Commander with Atraxa decks especially, or just Proliferate decks, just because you can activate this once, put a counter on it, Atraxa end of turn, put another counter on it, and then you just kind of go to town with casting whatever the top card of your library is. Archfiend of Ifnir, I mean, we've already had like cycling decks in Commander, and this guy just kind of is like another payoff to actually cycling cards and everything. And then also has cycling itself, which can make it a useful card to like reanimate or whatever, and then like discard a bunch of cards, wipe your opponent's board, and you have a 5/4 and your Army of the Dead. Glorybringer, another mechanic that we kind of got introduced to. As I try to bring it up, you may exert Glorybringer as it attacks. If you do, it deals 4 damage to target non-dragon creature an opponent controls. Exert, you can activate it and it doesn't untap, but it gives you an effect. In this case, it's basically Exquisite Firecraft, or just hit something for 4, a non-dragon creature for 4, and it's a 5-mana 4/4 flyer with haste. I mean, that's really good, where you can just, especially in limited, slam this, kill their giant spider, hit them for 4. Also has some neat interactions with Vigilance, basically letting you be able to exert it for free. And then another card that was kind of interesting, the last one I'm going to go over in this video, Fling. The additional cost to cast Fling, sacrifice a creature, deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. Now, I wouldn't make a big deal about Fling, because Fling itself is like you can use in like Death Shadow decks to basically hit him with your Death Shadow and then fling it at them to kill them or what have you. But since we have this infinite combo in Standard, or not really an infinite combo, but a way to make a creature with infinite power, it's something Automaton and the creature land Wandering Firmalo. You can just activate it infinitely and then fling to sacrifice the Automaton to deal a bunch of damage to your opponent's face. I'm not sure why that was printed. Maybe it was to make it a new archetype or whatever, just play big fatties and throw them at your opponent, just something different. Maybe it'll be like a tier 2 deck. I'm not sure. 6 Sense, a really good aura that I think we needed, where you could just basically trade for a card. You play a creature on turn 1, turn 2 you 6 Sense it, hit them, and then you get to draw a card. Also, I'd imagine probably be a very good card in in limited. Just being able to go through your deck, see a few extra cards, even if you only draw 1 or 2 extra cards, that's 1 mana draw 2. That's pretty great. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to go over. I'll keep an eye out for spoilers and everything, but so far, the thing I'm most excited about is that Pact of Negation right there. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment below what you're expecting to see from this set. Hopefully, here in like within the next week or so, we get a Nicol Bolas Planeswalker spoiled for us, which would be great. And that's gonna do it for me. I will see you guys in the next video.